The Matrix is one of my favorite movies of all time. And when I was scrolling through the Warhammer miniatures on my occasional shopping spree, somebody whispered into my ear, "Follow the white rabbit." And then it was crystal clear. I had to acquire this amazing kill team box of Necrons called Canoptech Circle and make something truly cursed out of it. Hi, my name is Kiddo and welcome back to my channel where we paint miniatures, and this is exactly what we're gonna do today. This box already looks absolutely dope, and I frankly call myself an expert when it comes to painting Necrons, as I have painted exactly one Necron in my life, so this is gonna be pretty challenging. And after gathering ideas, I was sure I want to create a huge, humongous diorama, a diorama of war between the humans and the machines. So I want to turn the Necrons into the machines of the Matrix, and we will see if I can pull it off. I am 100% sure this is gonna be so freaking challenging for me, but you know, that's how we roll. We learn by doing and trying things out, and this is exactly what I'm gonna do today. So don't waste any time, we have a lot to do. So let's get cooking. Well, this is the idea. I want to recreate the scene where Neo is fighting against the machines in the streets of the Matrix. So we will have some XPS foam on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side, dividing the street in the middle where it broke down, some destroyed skyscrapers in the back, machines on the left, Neo on the side, debris, destruction, yeah. And to bring our vision to life, we have to assemble the kill team. And this beautiful box contains 1 Geomancer, 2 Tomb Crawlers, and 5 Warriors. Alright, here we are. I have finally managed to assemble all of these cuties, and I gotta be honest, I can see the vision come to life, slowly but steady. So the next step is going to be the base. Oh. The base. I already showed you the idea, and I want to make a base out of XPS foam, kind of like a destroyed, super destructed street. And why?
One eternity later.
And I also printed out the sketch to pin it to my wall so I can see the final result or the idea while I'm working on it, and I think it just worked brilliantly. Scheiße. Nö. Yeah, I'm just gonna memorize it, I guess. I'm just gonna put the pic on my phone, and then I think we're gonna be fine. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to create the base out of XPS foam now, and let's get cooking. Okay, so I stacked all the XPS foam plates onto each other, as I'm going to cut the shape of the stone out later when it's actually dry. I secured it with Mod Podge, which is actually wasserbasierender Versiegler, Kleber und Lack. Which is a water-based sealer, glue, and finish. So it is actually used to also seal the XPS foam, but right now I'm using it as a glue to stack all these pieces together. And I already put our kill team on top of there. And I also have my 3D printed miniatures here. So this is Neo, and I chose a pretty dynamic pose for him because I want him to kind of leap from his side to the side of the machines and kind of engage in a fight with them, right? So basically karate kick them in their faces. I tried to fit the scale to the machines just because it is not realistic when it comes to the Matrix, but it is realistic for tabletop, and I wanted them both to have basically the same size, so it's also better visible for the viewer, right? Let's go! Okay, so here we are. This is what I could achieve yesterday. So I had this idea spontaneously yesterday that I thought about Neo pushing himself off the ground and leaving all these destructed stones on the floor. I made this out of cork, and I think when it's primed and painted, it hopefully will look really cool. Just for like an extra effect of drama. And the second half, of course, I also added a lot of destruction marks, whatever you may call them. Next step is going to be priming and painting the base, and when we have done that, I'm going to put the figures onto the base and see where we at. Yeah, let's go. So now that I have covered everything in texture paste, we can finally switch over to my favorite part, which is obviously painting! Yay! I'm super excited to paint the Necrons. As I told you guys, I've painted one Necron in my life, and I've been watching some tutorials on how to paint Necrons, to be honest, because we're gonna paint them with a twist, right? We are not gonna focus on the distinctive green that the Necrons are usually painted in. We are going to switch that green for a red, because the machines in the Matrix are showing a red light when they are in angry mode. So that's what we're gonna do, and let's get right to it. Let's go. Show! make this XPS foam base look like stone, I basically added a super dark gray with a blue hint as a base color after priming it black. I also added a lighter gray tone and I dry brushed with a super light gray. I also added some incredibly cool looking basing moss, and I also did some weathering with some slimy grime. I haven't done so much terrain, so that was absolutely amazing to do, using all these cool products. And this brings me to the sponsor of today's video, Taschengelddieb.de. I know it's hard to pronounce for non-German speakers, but bear with me. So Taschengelddieb is an online store for tabletop products, miniatures, of course, trading card games, and basically everything the hobby heart desires. Over the past month, it has become my go-to destination because they not only have over 13,000 products in stock, they are incredibly supportive, cherish their community, which is one of the most important things in my humble opinion. They are always there to support, they are always there to answer questions, and of course the prices are amazing. And you guys know I'm on a budget and I'm always looking out for great prices and high quality, good service, and Taschengelddieb combines that all. I couldn't be happier to partner with them, and if you need anything Warhammer or tabletop related, check out the store. It is linked in the description box below. For example, this incredible Killteam box, brushes, glue. I shop basically everything from there for this project, and I'm really looking forward more and more cursed miniatures in the future. I still have so much to do, so let's get back to the project. Okay, here we are. I managed to paint all the Necrons of the kill team. They are still not finished. I have to do a lot of details because I'm not super experienced. I'm just going step by step. So I'm building everything at the same time, kind of simultaneously, to just see if everything is cohesive. And at the end, I'm gonna make the major details. I hope it's gonna work out, fingers crossed. Yeah, and now it's time to build the skyscrapers. I think I'm going to make 2 or 3. I like the number 3 because it's just a little bit more irregular than just 2 on one on the left hand side, one on the right hand side. They are going to work as kind of a frame for this diorama, and I'm going to build them out of XPS foam. We're gonna see if I can figure it out. I have some surprises, some really cool surprise details planned in my head, in my silly chaotic head. It's gonna be something I'm going to draw by hand. So yeah, let's pray to the gods of everything that it looks good. See you then. I promised you guys a freehand work and I really want to deliver. So I grabbed the base out of hobby glass, primed it black, and I started to paint the original Matrix code with my hands. Every single digit onto this base. And that was the point in the creation of this diorama where I thought, what did I get myself into? So let's write some Matrix code. I have no words. I feel like I look. My hand hurts so bad. My voice is gone. I did this. That was insane. I'm gonna go sleep now. Okay friends, it is done. I finally managed to finish this diorama. I still can't believe we did it. It was super challenging at times, but I had so much fun. I also cut myself on the last couple of minutes on building this diorama, but it is of no matter and no consequence because I am so happy that I finally finished it and I'm so glad and I had an absolute blast. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe because that ensures that I can create more crazy projects in the future. Also, thank you so much to Taschengeld.de who has been the sponsor of this video. A big thank you to my Patreons. You guys know you have a special place in my heart. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. But now, I don't want to wait any longer. It is time for the heretic highlight. Let's go!